What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm doing race picks for the Food City Dirt Race at Bristol International Speedway. Let's go ahead and just jump straight to it. This week, NASCAR is making history. For the first time since 1970, NASCAR will be converging at the Bristol Dirt Track to race on the dirt track. It's been 51 years or 50 years since NASCAR has raced on a dirt track. And this weekend, many traivers are converging on the track. Many drivers have been trying to get practice, have been trying to get ready for this event. There's so much anticipation and there's so much hype around this event. This event will either be a disaster or it's going to be really good and really crazy. But I can tell you right now that I'm really excited about this event. So anyway, let's go ahead and just jump straight into these picks. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at the weather for this weekend's race at Bristol International Speedway. The weather, I'm going to be honest with you, does not look very promising. Around the time the race drops to green flag, there is a 70% chance of rain. Now, weather can change for the next couple days, and we may not see rain at all. But the fact that we're at 70% is really scary, and there's no jet dryers you can use for the dirt. So hopefully weather does not come into play and affect the outcome of this race, and we don't get postponed for a couple days. But that is your weather for the race. So anyway, let's go ahead and just jump into the regular picks for this race. So for those of you who are new to the channel, this is how I do race picks on the channel. I do a suck pick, a driver that generally runs up front, who's going to suck this weekend, an underdog, a driver that doesn't always run up front or gets the best out of their equipment, who I think is going to have a really strong run, and a winner of the race, who I think is going to win the race. And I tell you the ones that you also need to watch out for coming in this event. We got quite a few drivers that you need to watch out for this event. But first, let's go ahead and just jump into this suck pick. So who is going to struggle this weekend at Bristol Dirt? This driver has been arguably the most consistent driver so far in the NASCAR Cup Series, and he's the current points leader right now. He's one of the only few drivers that I've not seen so far get any experience going in this event. Yes, he did run the iRacing event tonight, but I don't think that's enough experience, and I don't think that's going to be the same thing you're going to see Sunday or Monday when the race happens. Denny Hamill is going to be my suck pick. I've not seen Denny Hamill get much experience. I've never seen him run the truck race at Eldora, and I've not really seen him. And yes, he's run the pro, like the Eldora Dirt Derbies or whatever they were, the Prelude to the Dreams. But I think Denny Hamill is going to struggle, and I don't think he's going to run up front. I think it's just going to be his first bad week of the year, and I think this is the 1 week of the year early in the year that he's going to struggle, and it's no surprise because he has not been getting that much experience for this event. My underdog pick for the Food City Dirt Race, this driver has had a couple good runs this year. Now, this team got off to a really shaky start to the year, but the last couple weeks, they've been showing some pretty good progress and pretty good speed. They were looking for their first top 10 of the season at Phoenix International Speedway, but Mike Wheeler made a bad call. And then at Las Vegas, they're running in top 10 quite a bit, ended up finishing, I believe, in the top 20. I've had this race circled down for Bubba Walsh to potentially be the first race that he could run well. That is my underdog pick. Bubba Walsh, like I said, is my underdog pick for this weekend. I think Bubba Walsh has a really good shot of contending for a top 5 or top 10. Not only is he running the Truck Series event, which will help him experience, he also ran the Pro Invitational night and made the main, but also he won the Truck Series Eldora Dirt Derby, the Mud Summer Classic, in 2014, beating Kyle Larson and other star racers who are really good on dirt. And he also ran really well in 2013. So to me, I think Bubba Walsh is going to be a major threat. I don't see him winning the race entirely, but I think he has a very good shot of running up front. And I think he has a very good shot of getting a top 5 and getting this team's first top 10 or top 5 this season at Bristol International Speedway. And he's also really good at the regular Bristol track. So keep an eye on for Bubba Walsh, Arab Bristol Dirt. And now we're going to jump into the winner's pick for this weekend's race at Bristol Dirt. Who is my pick for this race at Bristol Dirt? This has been my pick and has not changed since he's been reinstated back into the sport. Ever since it was announced, and I said this, once this guy gets reinstated back into the sport, this was going to be my pick. Originally, I had Christopher Bell as my winner pick. When this guy officially was announced he was going to get reinstated back in the sport, I've had one driver circled to be the race pick. My winner's pick for the Food City Dirt Race at Bristol International Speedway is going to be Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson is arguably the best NASCAR driver that races on dirt right now. He's won the last 2 Chili Bowls, and he and Chris Burrell always put on a show. He's won many late model races. Last year, he won like 50 or 60 races on dirt and stomped the competition, won many World of Outlaw races, and just was so dominant on those racetracks. I think Kyle Larson will get a second win of the year. He'll get some redemption from last week, especially since he's arguably been the best driver this year, and that's really scary that he's coming to this event. I think Kyle Larson is going to come across the line. He's going to have some challengers, of course, in this race, but I think at the end of the day, Kyle Larson is going to come off the final corner, and he is going to score his second win of the year and win the first ever race at Bristol Dirt and win the first Cup Series race on dirt in 50 years. So, now let's talk about the drivers that you need to watch for this weekend here at Bristol International Speedway. The first driver is going to be Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell is also one of the best dirt racers. He's won, I believe, 3 Chili Bowls and has won many dirt races, and he won the Eldora Dirt Derby in 2015. I think Christopher Bell will be a threat this weekend. He'll be very, very fast, and I think he's going to give Kyle Larson a run for his money, and I think he'll be one of the drivers that you need to watch out for this weekend here at Bristol Dirt. The second driver you need to watch out for is Chase Briscoe. Now, I know this is kind of shocking since Chase Briscoe has not been really that good this year. I think he will step up this weekend, have a really strong weekend. He's really good on dirt. He's been a contender. He won the Eldora Dirt Derby in 2018 in a photo finish with Grant Enfinger, and he's also getting experience this weekend in the Truck Series running for Roper Racing in a 04 truck, and I think that experience is going to help him, and I think Chase Briscoe will be a threat this weekend as well. The third driver you need to watch out for this weekend is going to be Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick is another guy that has a lot of experience on dirt, and the Highline is probably going to come in as well. That cushion is potentially going to come in as well, and we know how good Tyler Reddick is on a Highline, especially from the iRacing Pro Invitational. He will show a lot of speed this weekend. I think Tyler Reddick is another driver you need to watch out for this weekend at the Bristol Dirt Track. The next driver you need to watch out for, and this might shock some of you, is going to be Chase Elliott. Now, I know Chase Elliott is probably one that a lot of you do not have as a threat, but Chase Elliott has been getting a lot of experience on dirt. He ran at Millburn Speedway in the offseason. He ran the Chili Bowl, and he also ran a lot of dirt races as well and late model races as well. And not to mention, even though he didn't run the last night on Saturday, he was actually at the Bristol Dirt Nationals and competed in that, trying to get us some experience for this race. So I think Chase Elliott honestly has a really good shot of getting a top 5 as well. And the final driver I really have my eyes on for this race, actually I have 2 more drivers that I need to keep an eye on for this race. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is another driver who's won World of Outlaws races and has won many, many dirt races as well. I have my eyes on Ricky Stenhouse Jr. to potentially get JT Doherty their first win of the season. And they've been more competitive this year, JT Doherty. They're in the top 16 in points. And he's been consistently about a 10th to 15th place driver this year, which is a major improvement for JT Doherty compared to last year. Keep an eye on Ricky Stenhouse Jr. this weekend as well. And the final driver that you need to keep your eyes on is going to be Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon actually won the main feature, I think the 604 feature, the big block feature. He ended up winning that. He was really, really fast, and he has a lot of dirt racing experience as well, including winning the 2013, the first ever race the Truck Series ran for Eldora. So I think he will also be really, really fast in this event, and I think he'll be one of the major contenders going to the event, and I think Austin is the final driver that you really need to keep your eyes on. There's probably a lot of other drivers I'm forgetting, but I think the drivers that I mentioned are the ones that you really, really need to keep your eyes on for this weekend. So, anyway, that is my race picks for the Bristol Dirt Food City Dirt Race at Bristol International Speedway. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications so you get me notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Links description below for that, and comment below your picks for this weekend. Who do you think is going to struggle this weekend? Who do you think is going to be underdog? And who do you think is going to win this weekend's race at the Food City Dirt Race at Bristol International Speedway, with the first Cup Series race on dirt in 50 years? Let me know, and let me know your picks in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, so YouTube can recommend more of these great videos out to you guys. Do that, I would greatly and truly appreciate it. Anyway, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.